yesterday, long ago. There comes a time when you have to try to move on. Realize this time she's really gone. There's nothing more that you can do about yesterday and long ago. Today I took a walk in the rain, trying to wash away some of this hurt and pain. Your memories about to drive me insane, and I claim yesterday, long ago. Yesterday, long ago.
Central Arts Media Podcast. That's the official name we finally came up with. It's not Central Arts Podcast. It's not Central Arts Market Podcast. It's Central Arts Media Podcast, Episode 2. And I'm here with Santio of Forsaken Clothing. And Forsaken Clothing is a charity kind of based clothing company.
Yeah.
I wanted you to explain to the audience.
I was about to say, heck, in Forsaken Apparel, what we do is we actually provide financial support to homeless all around Arizona.
Yeah.
Heck, and we sell clothes and we use the proceeds, heck, and to actually buy simple things like food and water that we've been handing out personally over at Margaret T. Hance Park.
Okay.
Yeah. We just recently were able to hand out, we got to our first milestone of 600 water bottles. We were able to hand out 15 pizzas so far, about $270 worth of male and female hygiene products, and then about 60 bags of snacks. The snack bags usually just have like granola bars, heckin' Nutri-Grains, chips, waters.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen the evidence of that. I've been out here at Central Arts Market with him, vending and seeing the positive things that they're doing with their brand. And you guys all skate, and you guys are always ripping it up out here. The last episode, I had some people skating in the episode, and they were all from Forsaken Clothing, and they have a good time out here. It's all positive vibes. How did you get to know the Central Arts Market people?
I had actually ran into someone who had actually been vending here before. Heckin', apologies for the fact I don't remember the dude's name, but he had brought up that there's this poppin' market at night, and that heckin' everyone pulls up. And I was like, dude, heckin', let me first just show up, experience it, see what it was like. And the first time I showed up, it was like they had food trucks, heckin', there were juices. I'm like, everyone had their own thing. You got heckin'. Yeah. I'm like, dude, your setup. I'm like, we got stuff here you just can't find anywhere else. And it was like that had me realize, like, dang, dude, I might as well be a vendor. Because it's like the things you find here at this market, you won't find at like a mall. Yeah. So it's like I really enjoyed seeing so much creativity from local Arizonans being able to come together and like set something like this up, because it's you won't find it anywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe and Ashley, they have that they're making it so that there are different types of kind of more punk rock attitudes, I guess you could say, skater attitudes here.
Right.
And that is cool. It's not just kind of.
It's pretty diverse.
It's very diverse. That's the perfect way to describe it. Hey, so we kind of do quick little interviews here, you know.
Of course.
How about you just give some socials, maybe some things you're working on, some things that you want to shout out to the audience of this podcast?
Of course. I'm like heckin', recently we just started working with a new partner, Keys to Change. They've been heckin' able to put over tens of thousands of water bottles back into Arizona, but we're working with them right now as a partnership because in the future we want to actually be able to create a foundation, an outreach building in which we can not only have homeless come and live there, like after a screening process, obviously, but they'd be able to use the address to find work. Because one of the main things in Arizona where these homeless shelters that we have don't provide the ability to find work. You can sleep there for a couple of nights, but it doesn't really give you an opportunity besides that. So we wanted to create a foundation that would allow people to actually get an opportunity where they can come to this place, sleep here, also use the address to put in job applications, and while they're waiting, even work in the building as, let's say, a janitor or in the food court, so that they can have an opportunity to make money. They have a certain amount of time that they can stay here and get back on their feet. Because I realize a lot of the people on these streets are not drug addicts.
Yeah, and they don't. They're not just looking just to get something in the moment or get by in the moment. They're trying to figure out a future just like everybody else. And it's like right?
I've realized that some of these people really just need the opportunity. If they had the opportunity to do more, they'll take it. And it's like that's where I was. Yeah. The only reason I even got off the street was because a friend of mine let me sleep on his couch, and that allowed me to put in applications for jobs, and now here I am.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's have you do your socials.
Yeah. Did you
already do that?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you can find us.
Distracted.
You're all good. You can find us on Forsaken Apparel on Instagram or The Forsaken IG, TheForsaken IG, The Forsaken IG. You know it's us because in the bio it'll say providing financial support to homeless around Arizona. But you can find us on YouTube at Flipside Collective. If you like the skaters that you've seen in this, I'm we also, those are the ones that help me hand out all the packages to the homeless. So that's about it, though. I'm not really many socials besides that. You'll find us over here at Central Arts Market, regardless of if it's a night market or a daytime market. We'll always be a part of it.
Nice. Absolutely. Central Arts or die. Am I right?
That's what I'm saying.
But, hey, thank you, Santiago, so much. I appreciate the interview.
Of course. Thank you again, Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely. Central Arts Media Podcast. We'll be right back. Central Arts Media Podcast, and that's the official name. I gotta stress that. We figured out the name. And hey, I'm here with Allison. Allison is one of the vendors here at Central Arts Market.
Hi.
And Allison, let's just get into it. How about you explain to the audience what you do here at Central Arts Market, what kind of things you sell, and why you got into it?
Yeah, so I paint as a hobby. I've always loved art. It's something I like to do in my spare time, and I kind of wanted an outlet. I have got whole collections of paintings that stack up, and I'd really like to share my art with the community and get to know people in the area. I also have some collection of vintage clothing. I love sharing my collection as well, and hopefully people will come by and like what they see, and I'll get to have a piece of my art be in someone else's home.
That's awesome. I kind of ask everybody kind of the same thing sometimes. What got you? What was the connection between you and Central Arts Market? How did you get into this market in the first place?
Just living right in this area.
Yeah.
Seeing the flyers up. Anytime I see flyers for an art market, I want to go check it out, see all the vendors there. It's a great way to build community. So as soon as I saw the flyers for it, then I realized I could become a vendor. So I put my application in for sure.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What are some future goals you have with your brand or what you're doing with vending?
Yeah, so just kind of further developing my art style and just creating more art.
Yeah,
spending my time creating.
That's the way I need to put it too, not just vending. You know, it's like a lot of people out here are not just upselling or reselling. A lot of people are also selling their own original artwork, their own original pieces. So That is what she's doing. She's doing a little mixture of both. And that's a unique way of doing your thing out here. And hey, I want to thank you for doing the interview. Can you give the audience one last, plug or like the plugs that you want to shout out and things you have coming up in the future, the near future?
I don't have too many plans, but I'm hoping to be at more of these markets now that they'll be on Saturday mornings instead of night markets. Now that it's finally getting cooler out.
Yes.
I'll definitely be around here. So I hope to see people come through and check me out.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah. We can curse on here. No, I'm just
I like the heck yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, so Allison, once again, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Central Arts Media Podcast. We'll be right back. Central Arts Media Podcast here at Central Arts Market down here in downtown Phoenix on Roosevelt Row. I'm here with C, and that's C. That's yeah. And let's see here. I'm a hack. Sorry, but C is one of the vendors here at Central Arts Market. And C, how about we just get into it? Explain to our audience what you do here.
Absolutely.
All right.
So again, as he stated, my name is C. I'm with Oh So Juicy. I am a luxury drink concierge business. I provide cold pressed juices, wellness shots, natural lemonades, and coolers.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what got you into doing that in the first place?
So I've always been an active juicer. I'd say around COVID time, I seen the demand for the juices.
Yeah.
After COVID, I kind of capitalized on juicing and, got myself in farmer markets. And 4 years later, I'm here. So.
Nice. What are some future goals you have with what you're doing? Do you want to level up in any way or anything like that?
Absolutely. The goal is to purchase a bus or a van and convert it into a mobile juice.
Oh, nice.
Juicery. So I can roll up and juice on the spot. And
maybe it could run on juice.
Yeah, run on juice. I love that.
That'd be a cool idea.
Right.
It runs on juice. You serve the juice out of it.
Absolutely.
But it's expensive to make one of those cars, right? Those vehicles that run off of vegetable oil and stuff like that.
Yeah, it can be for sure. That's why we're working hard at these farmer markets.
Yeah, one day I'm going to make enough money off of selling all this stuff.
Right.
To buy a car that you can run off of vegetable oil.
Right.
Let's see. It all starts off with a hat, right? No, I'm just kidding. So C, let's give your official. Well, actually, I wanted to ask you, what is the way that you connected with Central Arts Market?
With Central Arts Market, so. Truthfully, I would say 2 years ago now, I was vending at the Roosevelt Row. So I've kind of sort of mutual business owners. They told me about this arts market, and I was like, let me just give it a try.
Yeah.
I kind of was a little skeptical because I don't have art, but they were like, you have juices and juices art. So I went ahead and gave it a shot. 2 years later, I've been at this market with Joe.
Yeah.
And it's been phenomenal. I met so many amazing vendors, so many amazing business owners. Has so many opportunities from being set up at the market and everything. So it's been amazing.
That's awesome. So, how about one last time you give your some plugs, some shout outs, some socials that you want to let the audience know about?
Absolutely. 100% shout out to Joe. He's been amazing. He's always went over and beyond for our small businesses.
Yes.
And it's just something completely amazing to be able to set up my small business at, organizations like this.
Yeah.
It, gives me the opportunity. It gives me exposure. I can sell.
I feel so lucky to be a part of this.
No,
stuff.
absolutely. I feel very lucky to be a part of it. So shout out to Joe. Also, shout out to Archwoods Exchange. They're also another organization that helps small business owners. They're located right downtown as well. And also Local First, which is located right across the street.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you give your Instagram shout out?
No, my Instagram is...
Or your business Instagram, you know?
Yeah, business Instagram is going to be Oh So Juicy. So it's 3 O's _SO _JUCEE.
Awesome. Hey, well, see, I really appreciate the interview. And make sure you guys check out Oh So Juicy and check out Central Arts Market. And we will be right back.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a great one.
Check.
Central Arts Media Podcast. Hey, I'm here out at Central Arts Market in downtown Phoenix. I'm here with Alex, and she's with
Botany Goods.
Botany Goods. There's so many different people I'm meeting out here, so many different companies. Botany Goods. This is actually a really unique, cool logo and design you got right there. Can you?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, you can.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And now we can just get into it, and let's explain what's going on here. You got things that kind of look like people would assume that they're joints filled with weed.
They are actually herbal pre-rolls.
And they're all different colors too. That's cool. But yeah.
Yeah, that are made from herbs.
Yeah.
I like to say they're teas that you can smoke. So they don't have any cannabis, no THC, no CBD, no nicotine.
Would you say, so I'm not going to lie, the first thing that kind of pops into my head is like when kids used to kind of smoke oregano back in the day when
It's kind of like that.
But it's not just
But
that,
it's not
right?
just oregano.
Okay.
So each 4 of our blends are curated to enhance different parts of your day and provide a different effect, different experience.
Okay, which can you maybe show me with your box right here? Like which, for instance, what is this green turquoise one or whatever?
So the green one, that one's called Harmony, and we love it for any time of the day. It, for me, provides a really beautiful, calm, grounding, and anxiety relief.
Mm-hmm.
The way that we've designed these boxes, these packs are called Perfect Day Packs, and starts with the yellow one in the morning called Vitality, and you kind of follow it throughout your day. So yellow is morning energy, designed for uplifting your day. The green one is for any time of the day with Harmony.
Yeah.
The red one is known as Bliss, great for socializing or just like, trying to unwind, spend time with a partner, or just like similar to cannabis or even like a glass of wine. That's all I like to say.
Yeah.
And then the purple one for rest.
Awesome. Almost like a indica, I guess you could say.
Right, exactly.
Right? So what made you get into vending in the first place? That's like a pretty straightforward question, I guess I could ask.
Yeah, well, so we got into vending through First Fridays.
Yeah.
Deshay, my business partner.
Yes.
He's the one who created Botany Goods in 2021. And for me, I had been learning about herbs and trying to get my own little herbal smoking blend company off of the ground.
Yeah.
But we ended up joining forces, and he was really promoting doing First Fridays. And when we learned about the markets that were on the weekends, we started doing those. That was really fun, doing Central Arts Markets.
Yeah.
So we did those throughout last winter, and we're going to continue doing those through the fall and the winter and spring this year, which we're very excited about.
Yeah.
And so we've loved doing the in-person markets, getting our product in front of people, watching their reactions when they smoke it on the street. They've just really been into it, really enjoy it. It's such a great way to interact with the public and offer an alternative substance that's not cannabis or alcohol, but that people still get to enjoy their evening. That's been a really fun thing to see people like on First Fridays and during the markets. Maybe they're like going out for brunch in the mornings, and I've seen several couples who are just kind of like a little stuffy, and they walk up to the booth, they buy some product, and then they come back and they're just like, oh my gosh, like I feel so good. That was so nice.
Yeah.
So that's really satisfying to see. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's a good positive thing that comes along with your company, I think.
Yes.
So let's get your official socials and shout outs and plugs that you want to give to the Central Arts Media podcast audience.
Yeah. So in addition to us doing vending at Central Arts Markets and Central Arts Farmers Markets on the weekends this coming fall, we'll be here in the mornings on the weekends. We are also at Lacuna.
Ooh, nice.
We have our product there.
The new spot that used to be Lost Leaf.
Yes, the new spot that used to be Lost Leaf. We are there on 5th Street and Roosevelt.
Yeah.
We also have our product in Dialogue, which is right down the street.
I'm doing a podcast there tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's amazing.
With my friend K-Loud.
We love Dialogue. It's the best space. Such a gem in the city. Go there. It's so fun. It's beautiful. Get a coffee. And we also have our product at the Apothecary Green Goddess.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that place.
On 16th Street and Thomas. They have amazing open mics there. I think there's one coming up.
Yeah.
This coming month. You could do whatever you think you want.
Really?
There's usually music.
Okay, it's usually
music, poetry.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful time. Galactic Harmony is a band that plays there, and the gal Tori, she hosts the open mics.
Okay.
She's a part of Galactic Harmony.
The gal Tori or the
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. She's wonderful.
Yeah.
She plays the flute and is just an amazing singer and instrumentalist.
Yeah.
She's very talented. So she hosts those there, the open mics, and we vend there as well from time to time. You can find us at botanigoods.llc on our Instagram, botanigoods.com, and find us at one of the markets.
Awesome. I think I checked out her stuff personally. I saw it right there as well. It's really, really cool stuff. Very sleek looking box. Very cool stuff that you need to check it out.
Heck yeah.
Thank you so much, Alex, for doing the interview.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
And Central Arts Media Podcast. We'll be right back. Central Arts Media Podcast. And I'm here with Crystal. And I'm here at Central Arts Market. And she's with Adorn by Crystal. It's all so many names I have to remember.
I know.
But hey, Crystal.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Crystal, why don't you explain to the audience what you do with your vending and all that and your art and all that stuff?
I do a lot. I do like a little bit of a lot of things. Some of the things I sell are crochet. Some are collage or decoupage. I sew. Kind of whatever I'm in the mood to do.
Yeah.
Make clocks. That's one of my favorite things. Clocks and junk journals. Yeah.
That's awesome. What got you into doing all of that in the first place? Like, what was your inspiration?
Yeah, I just really enjoy making things. I tell people I credit ADHD and insomnia because I'll be up and I may as well do something.
Yeah.
And, if I get bored doing something, I want to do something else. And so I only like to put fun into the things I'm doing.
Yeah. What are some future plans with your company that you next level, stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I'm still adding some different things. I'm wanting to learn a few more just artistic things and incorporate them. One of the things I'm trying to move into is teaching classes on how to do a lot of the things so that people, even if they don't ever do it again, they will know how it's done and have appreciation for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your connection with Central Arts Market? What got you in?
Well, last year in May, I think it was the beginning of May, I had been managing a boutique in a local arts venue, and they were starting renovation, and they closed the boutique, which eliminated my job.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I had been doing was making a lot of things for the boutique. So I had all of this merchandise. And I said, that's it. I'm going to vend. I'm finally going to do it.
Yeah.
And they were the only place going through the summer. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then I fell in love with everyone.
We fell in love with it, but we also knew why, because it's so hot.
Yeah. No,
but
it was
it's
just
still
great
fun.
people.
And the great people, and it's fun and beneficial to all the vendors and all that stuff. And let's have you give your official plugs, your official shout outs, your socials, all those things that you want to shout
Absolutely. My website is adornedbycrystal.com.
Yep.
On Facebook and Instagram, I'm at adornedbycrystal. And everything should be interconnected and send you from one to the other. So come find me.
Perfect. Crystal, I thank you very much for doing the interview. And hey, Central Arts Media Podcast, we'll be right back. Central Arts Media Podcast. Hey, I'm out here in downtown Phoenix on Roosevelt Street and Roosevelt Row, and I'm here with two guys that I met tonight that are kind of with their Forsaken clothing crew, but these guys also have their own separate board company, and let's just get into it. How about you guys say your names and just say what's going on with your company and what you guys are doing here at Central Arts Market.
Okay. Well, I'm Caden, but I go by Jay.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Josh. Sometimes I go by Noodle. And so our whole skate brand is just called Poison, and that's kind of about it for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. And that's cool. So what got you guys into skateboarding? What were some influences? What were some things that got you guys into wanting to create your own company and stuff like that?
Me, to be honest, it got inspired by just watching, like, my uncles watch old Rodney Mullen videos.
Nice.
And started playing Tony Hawk.
Greatest skateboarder of all time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody kind of says that, too.
Yeah. I just started skating because of it. And I just started, like, maybe 5 years ago. But I stopped skating for a while. And then I got back into it, and now I'm going on to competitions. And I'm sponsored by him. Got my own board coming out soon.
Nice. But you guys have your own boards.
Yeah, we have our own, like, pro models and stuff.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. How did you guys get into that?
So basically, I wanted to create a skate company that would just focus on the people.
Yeah.
Basically, it just has to deal with the fact that a lot of skateboards now are really expensive, and a lot of us can't really afford it.
Same kind of vibe that Forsaken Clothes has, right?
Definitely. And it sucks that, like, a lot of us have to use, like, our old decks that we still have or worn out ones, and even that sometimes we're all just kind of struggling just to get a new deck.
Yeah.
So I want to make skateboarding kind of affordable for our brand.
Yeah.
And just go cheap for us.
Yeah.
Like good quality, but at a cheap price.
Yeah. And so what are some future plans that you guys have to level up maybe with your company?
Honestly, just making, like, I want to make weird shapes with these boards. Like, I want to do some crazy things.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and then just get everyone interested in it. Like, even if that means sometimes we'll struggle,
yeah.
I would be okay with that because, you know, happiness is nothing without struggle.
Yeah, money isn't everything, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen these little smaller boards that they're having now? What are those called? Mini boards? What do they call those?
Little penny boards.
Stuff.
Well, there's the penny boards, right? But then there's now these ones that they're doing where they're just smaller.
Right. They're just tiny.
Yeah. It's so weird.
It is.
Is that going to be the new thing where people are going to just
probably, honestly, yeah.
For sure not for me. No. I think
it wouldn't.
It's just a fad right now.
Yeah, there's no way that it's just going to completely change to just a smaller size.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because I mean, skateboarding. The thing I love about it is that it always goes through these fads. Like,
and it's always been a classic thing that people respect the oldest version of it, right?
Of course,
so like they're not gonna say no.
Yeah.
But yeah. So hey, how about we get some things you guys want to shout out to the audience, some socials, some plugs, things like that.
I say go follow Poison Skateboards. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just kids that wanted to do some crazy shit, and this is kind of our thing.
Absolutely.
Me, follow me on Instagram. It's all lowercase, Caden _Riffle, RIFFLE, and Caden is spelled CADEN.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that just has to be about it. All of us are skaters. All of us have that in us. We're all artists. We're all people who can create things. We're all beautiful in that way.
Yeah.
Also, I have my own punk band. Follow them over D.RiveOfficial. Follow them on Instagram.
These guys, young guys, already starting to do so many things, progress so quickly. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to Central Arts Market. And hey, thank you guys for doing the interview. I appreciate you guys doing positive things for the community. And Central Arts Media at Central Arts Market. We'll be right back.